Thank you very much for those comments. We are trying to find a solution, and one wonders, yes, those in the studio, others in the studio are saying that Jigawa is doing something right this year. I'm just wondering, when NISA, or even NEMA for that matter, engages states, what is it that, you discuss that Jigawa is probably doing that others are not doing, which is why we still have, the level of flooding that we have. Because if every state complies with, the technical guidelines that they are given, perhaps, we'll have it, mitigated to an extent.
Yeah, I cannot really speak for other states. It's quite difficult.
But when you are there,
yeah. For other states, I understand, but I can't speak for my state. I think it largely depends on how responsive the government is. Maybe how the government is prioritizing issues. Because at present, when the present governor came in, he decided now, I think from next month, we'll start having what we call sector meeting. Because he prioritized environment, looking at climate change as a very, very issue that concerns the globe. So he feels that we need to be discussing monthly so that we can have better ways of addressing issues of climate change, looking at both extremes. As Pastor said, looking at maybe drought, desertification, looking at the flooding on the other side, looking at the livelihood lost, even looking at the insecurity attached to the climate change issue, because people need to migrate. If you are in a habitat that will no longer support food production, you have to move, and that's what is even causing all this issue of farmers and herdsmen, because there is no grasses for the animals to feed, so they have to move southwards. So all these are issues that we need to look at holistically. As I said earlier, it all depends on the government. It's state government specific. Some look at maybe environment, climate change, not really as an issue. Some will focus more on health, education, agriculture, forgetting that, environment is all encompassing. Because you have to have at least a very good prevailing environment for all these things to happen. Because we are talking about sustainable land management, we are talking about extension services, we are talking about even the land to cultivate. When you have flooding, as he rightly said, if you don't reclaim the land, if the water do not recede, what do? You can virtually do nothing. So all these are efforts that you need to do. Don't forget about the issues of land degradation, on the other hand, be it from erosion, be it from desertification, be it from many other sources. How do you reclaim this land? How do you make use of this land so that this land becomes productive? Not a bad omen to the people. So, as you rightly said, and that is the reason why, when His Excellency came in, the new Governor Malan Umar Alhaji, he ensured that he looked at things holistically. He's not forgetting other sectors, quite okay, we're doing great in other sectors, health and other sectors, but environment, he feels that this time around, we have to have a change, a paradigm shift. Let me say this. Initially, even as a commissioner, when they are allocating portfolios, when they send you the environment, they will just put, it's a place that nobody look at. Because what is an environment? Is it not tree planting? That's all people think about. Environment is just about trees and nothing. Maybe at most, as you rightly said, maybe the silting of the culvert and stuff like that, and then monthly environmental sanitation and that's all. But they don't know environment has gone beyond that. It's a multifaceted discipline that deals with a lot of things. In fact, as we're talking about now, what the governor is looking at is trying to see how we can, continue to build capacity in that sector and again employ more hands. Because when we give him the statistics, he proud. When I came in, there was no even a unit, not talk of Department of Climate Change, in spite of its importance, and that we have to create. We have to, build this the capacity of the people. People have to understand that this is where the world is going, and this is what is happening. So that's why I said it's usually state specific, and if I can, maybe I'm sure NEMA and NHSA, they are doing that. I think the Governors Forum is a very, very important platform to discuss or to bring this conversation, because they are all there, they meet regularly. So anything that maybe needs the attention of the governors will be taken there, and they will have a kind of tracking device where they will be showing the governors, this is how you are doing, this is how your state is doing as far as flood is concerned. So no governor would want a situation where any time there is meeting, he will be told that as far as flood mitigation adaptation measures are concerned, you are lagging behind.